Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Europea Show podcast. And today I am going to provide the ultimate study guide where I dive deep into the tips, tricks, and strategies that will help you maximize your study efficiency and achieve academic success. I am Faria, and today we are starting with part one of our comprehensive study guide. Whether you are in high school, college, or pursuing higher education, this guide is for you. So grab your notebooks and let's get started. Before we dive into the core strategies, let's start with a quick overview of what we'll cover today. So, the episode is divided into several sections, each focusing on a different aspect of effective study. We'll begin with understanding the importance of setting clear goals. Then we'll talk about creating a conductive and a productive study environment and the significance of time management and effective note taking techniques. We'll also touch on active learning strategies and the best methods for test preparation. By the end of the episode, you will have a solid foundation to build upon in future parts of our series. So, without further ado, let's get right into the episode. So, the first section is about setting clear goals. The first step in any successful study plan is setting just a clear and an achievable goals. Without a destination in mind, it gets easy to get lost and also feel a bit overwhelmed. So let's break this down into actionable steps. So step one is identify your long-term goals. Think about what you want to achieve in the long run. Are you aiming for a specific grade point average, GPA, or do you want to master a particular subject? Maybe you're aiming for acceptance into a specific college or program. Write these goals down. When you have a clear picture of your long term objectives, you can better align your daily activities to support these ambitions. For instance, if you're a high school student aspiring to attend a top tier university, your long term goals might include maintaining a high GPA, excelling in standardized tests, and participating in extracurricular activities that showcase your interests and skills. On the other hand, if you are a college student aiming for a career in medicine, your goals might include achieving excellent grades in your science courses and gaining research experience. Step 2. Break down long term goals into short term milestones. Once you've identified your long term goals, break them down into smaller, manageable milestones. For example, if your goal is to achieve a 4.0 GPA this semester, a short term milestone should be to score an A on your next biology exam. These smaller goals provide a clear path forward and help you measure your progress along the way. Now, creating a timeline for your milestones can also be beneficial. For example, if your long term goal is to write a thesis by the end of the year, your milestones might include completing your research by a certain date, writing different sections of the thesis by specified deadlines, and scheduling time for revisions and feedback. Now, step 3 is set SMART goals. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Instead of saying, I want to do well in maths, you might set a SMART goal like, I want to improve my math grade by one letter by the end of the semester by dedicating an extra hour each week to studying and completing all assigned homework. Let's break down an example of a SMART goal for clarity. So the S stands for specific. Improve my maths grade by one letter. Measurable. Track grades on assignment and tests to see progress. Achievable. 1 hour of extra study per week is realistic. Relevant. Improving math grade is important for overall GPA. And then T for time bound. Aim to achieve this by the end of the semester. Now, coming to step 4, write down your goals and review them regularly. Keep a dedicated notebook or a digital document for your goals. Review and revise them regularly to keep them relevant and aligned with your progress. This habit keeps you focused and motivated. Consider setting aside time each week to review your goals. This could be a part of a Sunday evening routine where you reflect on the past week's achievements and set new targets for the coming week. And regular reviews help ensure that you are staying on track and making adjustments as necessary. Stay flexible and adjust as needed, which is our step 5. Our step 5 is stay flexible and adjust as needed. Life happens, and sometimes you might just need to adjust your goals. Don't be discouraged by setbacks. Instead, try to be flexible and keep a sort of a timeline and make necessary adjustments. Flexibility is key to maintaining a positive attitude and staying on track. For example, if you encounter an unexpected challenge, such as a difficult project at work or a personal issue, it might be necessary to adjust your study schedule. Recognizing when to pivot and adapt your plans can prevent burnout and keep you moving forward even if the path changes slightly. Additional tips: visualize your goals. Visualization can be a powerful tool. Spend a few times each day visualizing yourself achieving your goals. This mental practice can increase motivation and focus. Next is accountability partners. Share your goals with a friend, family member, or study partner who can hold you accountable. Regular check ins with an accountability partner can provide additional motivation and support. Now, coming to section 2, creating a productive study environment. Now, that we have discussed goal setting, let's move on to creating an environment that fosters concentration and productivity. Your study environment, it plays a crucial role in how well you absorb and retain information. Here's how to optimize your space for maximum efficiency. Step 1 is choose the right location. So find a quiet, well lit area where you can study without interruption. This could be a dedicated room in your home, a library, or a quiet coffee shop. Make sure it's a place where you feel comfortable and can maintain focus. Experiment with different locations to find what works best for you. Some people study best in complete silence, while others prefer a bit of background noise. Libraries often provide a balance, with quiet study areas and spaces where low level conversation is acceptable. Step 2 is eliminate distractions. Distractions are the enemy of productive study sessions. Turn off the notifications on your phone, close unnecessary browser tabs, and let people around you know that you need some uninterrupted time. Consider using apps that block distracting websites or limit your social media usage during study hours. Tools like Focus at Will provide background music designed to improve concentration, while apps like Forest or Stay Focused can help limit your access to distracting websites. Now, coming to step 3, gather all the necessary supplies. Before, even if you begin studying, gather all the materials you need. This includes textbooks, notebooks, pens, highlighters, a calculator, and any other resources. Having everything at hand prevents you from breaking your concentration to find supplies. Consider creating a study kit that you can easily transport if you switch study location. This might include a pencil case, sticky notes, index cards, and any other tools you might find useful. Step 4, organize your space. A cluttered space can lead to a cluttered mind. We all know that. So keep your study area tidy and organized. Use shelves, drawers, and organizers to keep your materials in order. A clean workspace helps improve focus and efficiency. Invest in organizational tools like desk organizers, file folders, and storage bins. Keeping your materials sorted by subject or priority can save time and reduce stress when you need to find something quickly. And next up is step 5, personalize your study area. Make your study area inviting and motivating. Add personal touches like a comfortable chair, inspirational quotes, or a small plant. However, be mindful not to overdo it. Keep it simple to avoid unnecessary distractions. Creating a vision board with your goals and motivational quotes can serve as a constant reminder of why you are studying and what you are working towards. Step 5 is maintain good lighting and ventilation. Good lighting reduces eye strain and fatigue. Natural light is best, but if that's not possible, use a desk lamp with adequate brightness. Ensure your study space is well ventilated to keep your mind fresh and alert. Consider investing in a daylight lamp if natural light is limited. Proper ventilation can also be achieved with an open window or a small desk fan to keep air circulating. Step 7, sorry. Take care of everything that is around you. Invest in a good chair and desks that support proper posture. Good furniture helps prevent discomfort and long term health issues. Make sure your screen is at eye level and your chair supports your back. Adjust your chair and desk height to ensure your feet are flat on the floor and your knees are at a 90-degree angle. A good keyboard and a mouse can also reduce strain during long study sessions. Next up, we have are the additional tips. Noise cancelling headphones. If you're easily distracted by noise, consider investing in noise cancelling headphones. They can help you create a more focused and quiet study environment. And the next one is that some studies suggest that certain scents like lavender or peppermint can enhance concentration and reduce stress. Consider using a diffuser or scented candles to create a calming study atmosphere. Now coming to section 3, which is time management. Time management is a critical skill for successful studying. It's all about making the most of the time you have and ensuring you allocate enough time to each task. Let's explore some effective time management strategies. Number one is Step one is use a planner or digital calendar. A planner or digital calendar helps you keep track of assignments, exams, and other important dates. Schedule your study sessions and stick to the plan as closely as possible. Digital calendars like Google Calendar offer reminders and alerts to keep you on track. Consider color coding your calendar to differentiate between classes, study sessions, extracurricular activities, and personal time. This visual organization can help you quickly see how your time is allocated and ensure a balanced schedule. Step 2 is prioritize your task. Not all tasks are created equal. Prioritize your tasks based on the importance and deadlines. So you could also use a useful tool which is like dividing tasks into four categories: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. For example, studying for a major exam next week is both urgent and important, while a minor homework assignment due in 2 weeks might be important but not urgent. Prioritizing tasks help you focus on what matters most and avoid last minute stress. So now we come to step 3, which is break tasks into chunks. Large tasks can be overwhelming, so break them into smaller, more manageable chunks. Instead of writing study for biology exam, break it down into review chapter 1. complete practice problems for chapter 2, etc. So this approach makes tasks less daunting and easier to tackle. Creating a detailed to-do list with these smaller tasks can provide a sense of accomplishment as you can check off each item. This also makes it easier to track your progress and adjust your study plan as needed. Step 4 is use time management techniques. Techniques like Pomodoro, studying for 25 minutes and then taking a 5-minute break, or time blocking, allocating specific time blocks for different tasks can enhance productivity. Experiment with different methods to find what works best for you. The Pomodoro technique, in particular, can help maintain high levels of focus and motivation. After four Pomodoros, take a longer break of 50 to 30 minutes to recharge. Time blocking, on the other hand, can help you allocate specific periods for deep work, meetings, and relaxation. Step 5 is avoid multitasking. So, multitasking can reduce the quality of your work and increase the time needed to complete tasks. Focus on one task at a time to improve efficiency and retention. So, studies have shown that multitasking can lead to increased errors and lower productivity. By focusing on one task at a time, you can ensure better comprehension and higher quality work. And now we come to step 6, which is set realistic deadlines. Set realistic deadlines for your tasks. Be honest about how long it will take to complete each task and then plan accordingly. Unrealistic deadlines can lead to stress and burnout. When setting deadlines, consider any other commitments you have, such as classes, work, and personal activities. Build in buffer time to account for unexpected delays or challenges. Next up, we have is our step 7, which is review and reflect. At the end of each day or week, review what you have accomplished and reflect on what worked well and what did not. This practice helps you adjust your strategies and improve your time management skills over time. Journaling about your study sessions can provide insights into your productivity patterns and help you identify areas for improvement. Celebrate your successes and learn from any setbacks to keep moving forward. So we now have some additional tips, which is use task management apps. Tools like Trello, Asana, or Todoist, or even like Notions can help you organize and prioritize your tasks. These apps offer features like due dates, reminders, and collaborations options. And the second additional tip is incorporate buffer times. Include buffer times in your schedule to account for unexpected interruptions or tasks that take longer than anticipated. So, this can help reduce stress and keep you on track. Now, coming to section 4, which is effective note taking techniques. So, effective note taking is essential for retaining information and studying efficiently. Let's explore some techniques that can help you take better notes. Step 1 is choose the right method. There's several note taking methods, each with its own advantages, and some popular methods include Cornell method. Divide the page into three sections: notes, cues, and summary. This method helps organize notes and make reviewing easier. Second is mind mapping. Use diagrams to represent information visually. It's great for showing relationships between concepts. Third is outline method. Organizes notes in a hierarchical structure. It's useful for subject with a clear structure like history or biology. And the next one is the fourth one, which is charting method. Use tables to organize information. This method is helpful for comparing and contrasting data. Choosing the right method depends on your learning style and subject matter. Experiment with different techniques to find what works best for you. And then we have step 2, which is be selective with information. Don't try to write down everything your teacher or the instructor says. Focus on key points, concepts, and Use abbreviations and symbols to save time. For example, instead of writing out full sentences, you would use bullet points, abbreviations, and symbols to capture the main idea quickly. Develop a personal shorthand that you can easily understand and use consistently. Step 3 is review and revise your notes. After class, review your notes while the information is still fresh in your mind. Revise them for clarity and completeness. This practice helps reinforce your learning and make studying easier later on. Consider rewriting or reorganizing your notes to make them more coherent. Highlight key points, add definitions, and create summaries to reinforce your understanding. So next up we have is step 4. Use colors and visuals. Use highlighters, different color coded pens, and diagrams to make your notes more engaging and easier to review. Visual aids can help you remember information better. For instance, use different colors to highlight main topics, subtopics, and important details. Draw diagrams, charts, and mind maps to visualize complex concepts and show relationships between ideas. Step 5 is summarize and synthesize information. At the end of your notes, write a summary of the main point. This helps consolidate your understanding and makes reviewing more efficient. Summarizing forces you to distill information into its essential components, reinforcing your comprehension and retention. Use this summary as as a summary for as a quick reference when studying for exams or quizzes. Step 6 is keep your notes organized. Organize your notes by subject and date. Use binders, notebooks, or digital tools to keep everything in order. Well organized notes are easier to review and less likely to be misplaced. Consider using digital note taking apps like OneNote or Evernote, which allow you to organize notes into notebooks, add tags for easy searching, and access your notes from multiple devices. Next up we have is our step 7, which is participate actively in class. Engage in class discussions, ask questions, and participate in activities. Active participation helps you understand and remember the material better. Sitting near the front of the class can help you stay focused and engaged. Don't hesitate to ask for clarification if you don't understand something. Your questions might also help your friends and your classmates. Next up, we have the additional tips, which is number 1, record lectures. If you're being allowed, recording lectures can be helpful. You can review the lectures and the recordings to ensure you don't miss any important information during the class. Second additional tip is collaborate with peers. Comparing notes with classmates or your friends to fill in any gap and gain different perspectives in the material. Study groups can also enhance your understanding and retention. Section 5 is active learning strategies. So, active learning involves engaging with the material in a meaningful way rather than passively reading or listening. So, here are some strategies to help you become an active learner. So, step 1 is um, teach what you have learned. Teaching someone else is one of the best ways to solidify your understanding. Explain concepts to a friend, family member, or even to yourself. This process forces you to clarify your thoughts and identify any gaps in your knowledge. Consider joining or forming a study group where members take turns teaching different topics. This collaborative approach not only reinforces your own understanding but also helps others learn. Step 2 is use practice questions and quizzes. Practice questions and quizzes help you apply what you have learned and identify areas that need improvement. Use resources like textbooks, online quizzes, or create your own questions. Websites like Khan Academy, Quizlet, and other educational platforms offer practice questions and quizzes on a wide range of subjects. Regularly testing yourself can help reinforce your learning and build confidence. Next up, we have is step 3, engage in group study. Studying with others can provide new perspectives and enhance your understanding. Group members can explain concepts you might find challenging, and discussing materials help reinforce your knowledge. When forming a study group, choose members who are committed and focused. Set clear goals for each session and assign rules to keep everyone on track. Group study can also provide accountability and support. So now we come to step 4, apply real world examples. Connecting what you are learning or what you have learned to real world examples can make the material more relevant and easier to understand. So try to find practical applications for the concepts you are studying. For example, if you're studying economics, relate the concepts to current events and real world economic issues. This approach helps make abstract concepts more tangible and memorable. Next up is our step 5, which is use memory aids. Acronyms and other memory aids can help you remember information more easily. Create your own or use existing ones to make memorization more effective. For example, to remember the order of taxonomic classification, domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. You might use the mnemonic, which is dear King Philip came over for a good soup, So that is what our step 5 is about, using memory aids and acronyms that can help you to remember all the information very easily and in a very effective way. So step 6 is about summarizing and paraphrase. After reading a section of your textbook or listening to a lecture, try to summarize the main points in your own words. Paraphrasing helps you process and retain the information better. Creating summaries or outlines after each study sessions helps reinforce what you have learned and provides a quick reference for future review. Use these summaries to test your recall and understanding. Next up, we come to step 7, which is engage in active learning. Active reading involves more than just passing your eyes over the text. Highlight important points, take notes in the margins, and ask questions as you read. This approach keeps you engaged and enhances comprehension. Annotating your textbook or using sticky notes can help you track important information and make connections between different sections of the material. Ask yourself questions about the text and try to answer them as you read. Now, next up, we come to the additional tips. Create concept maps. Visualize relationships between concepts by creating concept maps. This technique helps you to see the big picture and also understand how everything else works. So, this technique also helps you to focus, and you can condense the entire information into just a sheet of paper. Next is discuss with others. Engaging in discussions with classmates or study partners can deepen your understanding. Explaining concepts and hearing others' perspectives can provide new insights. So now we come to section 6, test preparation. Test preparation is a critical aspect of effective studying. So let's explore some strategies to help you prepare for exams and perform your best on testing. Step 1 is start early. Don't wait until the last minute to start studying for an exam. So begin your preparation well in advance to give yourself enough time to review all the material thoroughly. Create a study schedule that allocates time for each topic, starting 7 weeks before the exam date. This approach helps you avoid cramming and reduce stress. Step 2 is about reviewing your notes regularly. Regular review of your notes helps reinforce the material and improve retention. Schedule periodic review sessions to keep the information fresh in your mind. Consider using spaced repetition software like Anki to schedule reviews at optimal intervals. So, this technique helps move information from short term to long term memory. Next is step 3, use active recall. Active recall involves testing yourself on the material without looking at your notes. So, this technique strengthens memory and enhances learning. Create flashcards with questions on one side and answers on the other. Quiz yourselves regularly and focus on the areas where you struggle the most. Active recall helps reinforce your understanding and identify knowledge gaps. So we next come to the step 4, which is practice under exam conditions. Stimulate exam conditions by practicing with time, test, and a quiet environment. This helps you get used to the pressure and improve your time management during the actual exam. Gather past papers or exams and sample questions and set a time. Try to replicate the exam environment as closely as possible. This practice helps you become familiar with the format and timing, reducing anxiety on test day. So, now we come to step 5, which is focus on weak areas. Identify the topics you find most challenging and spend extra time reviewing them. Use additional resources like tutoring, online videos, or study guides to help you understand these areas better. Create a list of your weak areas and prioritize them in your study sessions. Seek help from teachers, tutors, or classmates if you are struggling with specific concepts. Don't be afraid to ask questions and seek clarification. Step 6, it's about reviewing regularly. Regular review helps reinforce your learning and improves retention. Schedule periodic review sessions leading up to the exam to keep the material fresh in your mind. Spaced repetition is a powerful technique for long term retention. Review your notes and materials at increasing intervals to reinforce your memory. This method helps prevent forgetting and ensure the information stays fresh. Step 7, take care of your health. Don't neglect your physical and mental health while prepping for exams. Get enough sleep, eat healthy, and take breaks to relax and recharge. A healthy body and mind are essential for optimal performance. So, exercise regularly and maintain a balanced diet. And practice stress relief techniques like meditation or deep breathing. Take care of your well being, help you stay focused, reduce stress, and improves cognitive function. So next we have our additional tips, which is number 1, join study groups. Study groups can provide support, different perspectives, and additional resources. Discussing the material with peers can enhance your understanding and retention. Use online resources. Utilize online platforms and resources for additional practice and review. Websites like Khan Academy, Coursera, and edX offer valuable content for various subjects. And the third additional tip is practice relaxation techniques. Techniques like deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and mindfulness can help reduce exam anxiety and improve focus. And that brings us to the end of part 1 of our Ultimate Study Guide. We've covered a lot of it today, from setting clear goals and creating a very productive study environment to mastering time management, note taking, active learning, and test preparation. Implementing these strategies will help you it will help you set you on the path to academic success. So, in our next episode, we will dive more into other study techniques, managing stress, and utilizing technology effectively. So, make sure to tune in. Thank you for joining me today. And if you found this episode helpful, please subscribe to my podcast and share it with your friends. Feel free to leave any questions or comments, and I'll address them in future episodes. Until next time, happy studying. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Farias Utopia. Thank you.